Hello, I'm John Weiss of the Aerospace Education Services Project, and this is the materials preparation video for the Investigating Ice Worlds activity of the Summer of Innovation Physical Science, Waves and Optics, Making Use of the Electromagnetic Spectrum lesson. The objectives of this video are to provide tips on preparation of materials and to provide an extension of one station of the activity. For stations 1 and 2, you'll start with a pan filled halfway with water that you place into the freezer. Just before it is frozen completely solid, you'll pull it back out of the freezer, break any surface layers, and add some ice cubes to the surface of the water. What you're trying to do here is create an uneven surface for the students. You'll put it back in the freezer, completely let it freeze, and then these are stations 1 and 2 where the students will illuminate the light from different angles with different light sources to see what structures they can see in the ice surface. As they move the light around, you'll notice that different structures become visible and different shadowed areas appear. This allows the students to understand why we view from multiple angles. For stations 5 and 6, you'll fill the pan a quarter of the way with water and then add either tonic water or 2 sheets of copier paper. We'll place the copier paper right on the surface of the water, let it float on top, and place it in the freezer. When it is fully frozen, you pull it out and add another quarter layer of water to the top surface so that the paper is in between, or going to be in between, ice surfaces. We'll put it back in the freezer, and when we pull it out, we have the paper frozen into the center of the ice. At stations 5 and 6, the students will illuminate this with multiple colors of light, including UV or black light, and see what subsurface structures they can see, whether it fluoresces under different wavelengths or not, to see how we look under the surface of ice. For stations 3 and 4, you're going to create multicolored or multiple colored ice cubes. You'll start with 6 cups of an ice tray half full of water. Then you will add food coloring. Now the activity calls for blue, red, and green food coloring. I have found actually the activity is a little more exciting for the students if we use blue, red, and yellow, so I'm going to show that extension. You're going to want to add 3 to 5 drops of each color into the cups to make sure that the colors are nice and vivid. So for the first 2 cups, you'll add 3 to 5 drops each of the blue food coloring, and then stir it to make sure that it is fully mixed. The next 2 cups, you'll add 3 to 5 drops of red food coloring and stir. And the final 2, 3 to 5 drops of either yellow or green, depending on which option you go with. Again, stirring. Make sure that the stirring stick you use is different for each color so that you do not mix colors. Once you've got your colors set and mixed, you'll place that into the freezer and freeze them solid. When you pull them out, the ice cubes will be multicolored. You'll set them on a white surface, and the students will be illuminating them with different colors of light. When the students show a blue light across the ice cubes, the blue cubes should show nicely, the red cubes will disappear, and the yellow cubes will disappear, or at least show up as black. When they show a red light across it, the blue cubes should disappear, the red cubes will show brightly, and yellow, being a mixture of red and green, should show up as a faint red color. When we use the green light on them, the blue and the red should both show up darkly, and again the yellow, because of that mixture, will show up as a faint green color. Have the students play around with this, and hopefully you'll have some fun with this activity. Thank you for viewing this Summer of Innovation training video.